Welcome to another MUFART investigation. I am your host, Damien Ichabod. MUFART is what's the word? Amateur UFO Investigation Group. I do investigations into the night sky once or twice a week because we see a lot of UFOs around southern Massachusetts where I live. So I have a goal of getting them on camera, getting them on video, getting evidence of them on video, and that's what MUFART does. It's an evidence collection group for UFOs. I've been interested in UFOs since I was a kid. I've seen plenty of them. I've seen over 20 of them in 6 years. And I just want to get them on video, just to show off what I'm seeing. So I formed MUFART, which is a paranormal/UFO investigation group, to do this. I formed it as Terran Paranormal Alliance in 2006, I think. 2008. After I saw 3 UFOs in one night. And Terran Paranormal Alliance was changed to MUFART, Massachusetts UFO Filming and Research Team, later on when UFOs became the primary focus of it. Right now, it's half UFOs, half paranormal. I've gone back to the paranormal thing, but I don't investigate paranormal stuff in person. That's for other videos. I do it with Google Street View. Images captured with the Google Street View trucks. I try to see if there's something weird in the images. But my primary focus still is UFOs. Even though the name has changed from MUFART, M.U.F.A.R.T, to MUFART, M.U.P.H.A.R.T, which stands for Massachusetts Unknown Phenomena Anomaly Research Team, it still is mostly a UFO investigation group. I plan to do an investigation tonight into the night sky for an hour. I do them from 1 to 2 a.m. in the morning, once or twice a week, on clear nights only, or partly cloudy nights. I prefer partly cloudy nights because the things I see appear a lot on partly cloudy nights, not necessarily clear nights. Like I said, I have seen a lot of UFOs over the last few years, especially. 2008 and later, I've seen plenty, maybe 1 to 3 a year, and it really started spiking up last year. In 2012, well actually 2 years ago, 2012, I saw something like 18 UFOs that one year. And in 2013, I saw 5 or 6. So I've definitely been seeing odd lights in the sky. Let me explain some of the things I've seen. The first UFO encounter was around Route 128 in Dedham, Massachusetts, right near where I live. It was back in 2006. I was riding home from a concert in Mansfield, Massachusetts, in Great Woods. And we were driving down Route 128 going up to get off on East Street. And there was this big, bright area of construction coming up where you couldn't see anything once you got through the construction area. And you could only see the construction lights and whatnot. But right before it, I noticed this blue, circular, O-shaped light pulsing in the sky. I'm not sure what this was, because it looked very strange. It looked like an O, a blue O pulsing in the sky. And right after I saw it, all of a sudden things became brighter because of the construction area. And as we drove through the construction area, which took longer than normal, once we got out of it, that thing was gone. I don't know where it went. That was my first sighting. 2 years later, in 2008, right out, let's see if I can get it here on camera. Right out here, me and my family were about to go to a restaurant in West Bridgewater at the time. And we were right outside, out here, along the sidewalk, which you really can't see because it's very snowy now. But we're on the sidewalk and we're looking in, I would say, this direction. And we see this big bright star, and immediately I started thinking it might be a UFO because it's an extremely cloudy night. It was an extremely cloudy night that night. I couldn't see anything, not any stars, no moon, no nothing. Yet this thing was in the sky and it was hovering there. It was one of the more interesting UFO sightings. I had a camera with me. I put it in my pocket. I started taking a picture of it. And I couldn't get it on film no matter how much I tried. And there was 2 other ones with this too. But this object was so strange because it didn't move. It hovered. It flickered like a star, but it wasn't a star. It was too cloudy out for it to be a star. I saw something very similar a few nights ago. But this was way back in November 2008, and it was my second big UFO encounter. In 2009, Another major encounter happened. It's 3:30 in the morning in May that year. I am looking out this window, and at the end of the street, right down here, there's a huge bright white light illuminating the street all the way to around this area. Illuminating it so bright that it was daytime like brightness. Most of the street was lit up so bright I couldn't see anything at the end of it. It was so bright. That was my third big UFO encounter. My next big UFO encounter is very weird as well. In 2011, I was outside doing a UFO investigation, my first big UFO investigation, because these three lights got me into wanting to investigate the night sky regularly. And I was looking the same basic direction out here. And in the sky, I noticed a bright white light that I could only see with the camera zoomed in. I tried to film it with my old pile of crap camera I still have, but it didn't show up on the camera. I don't know what it was. It didn't show up on the film. Enhancing the film didn't help one bit. There were many, many UFO sightings after that. I got several on photo. I will show you those later. I got a few on video. Some of them were simply things like flashing bright lights. Nothing really weird about them. Other ones were weird. Earlier this year, I captured a big white light that hovered through the sky. Actually, it was last year, last August. It was flickering and going through the sky back and forth. That was this earlier last year in August. I captured it. And that was one of my more interesting sightings in UFO film footage. Here's a photo I took of the UFO I saw in March 2011. Another UFO I haven't mentioned yet. This was during an investigation. This is a light I saw hovering in the sky about 45 degrees up on March 11, 2011. Sorry, 2012. This was the first major UFO of that year that I actually caught on film, and the only one. Well, actually, it was the one out of two of them, and you can't really see much of it now, but if you zoom in, which I'm going to do, you can see a banana-like fuzzy-shaped object where that arrow is pointing to. This is something that was captured in a photograph. Later on, I proved this was definitely a UFO because it looks banana-shaped. See the thing right near the arrow? That's it. I got it on camera in an investigation in March 2 years ago. I don't know what this was. This wasn't a plane, this wasn't a star, it wasn't moving at all, and one time it actually zipped up in the sky to a different position. A position of a nearby star. Weirdly. I'm not sure. This is like the biggest UFO photo I've ever gotten. There's a film that I got of a UFO moving across the sky August a year ago. I'm going to show you that right now. Here is footage of the UFO I caught on camera August a year ago. See that glowing light here? That's a street light. Okay, so don't think that's a UFO. You'll see a little flickering light to the top and right of that street light if you look closely enough. Hopefully it will show up in this video. That's the UFO that was moving back and forth across the sky I got on film last year in August. I don't know if this will show up. Hopefully it will. My new camera picks up everything, including little reflections, so it's difficult for it to pick up this because the monitor's reflections during the day kind of make it difficult to film this. But you'll see an enhanced bit of footage later on done with the filter to add edge detection, which is an effect where you can see all the shapes better. And that will show it a lot better, I'm hoping. It's a flickering little thing. It's hard to... There it is. There it is. There it is. This is what I recorded, and it's clearly moving back and forth, and I proved it later on through judging its position compared to the street light in various different frames of this video by copying and pasting them all into a big image I was able to prove it was moving back and forth in the sky. It wasn't just moving one direction, it was reversing direction quite a bit. 180-degree turns, something a plane can't do. So yeah, this is definitely film of a UFO. I just want to show this off very quickly. My investigations take a very scientific turn to them. I don't look at weird things and say UFO. I have to put them through a very long checklist to see if they are in fact something weird. The first thing on this checklist is they're all questions, and there's a yes and no field, and it will determine if I have to go to the next question or not. First question is, does the object change color or shape? If it does, it's definitely a UFO, because a lot of UFOs do that. Does it have erratic movement? Does it move back and forth like this or whatever? Like, you know, like something like a plane can't do. Then it's also a UFO. Is the camera shaking and making it look like it has erratic movement? If it is, move down. If not, it is a UFO. Is it moving in a star-like direction? No, it's a star. Stars move diagonally across the sky. You kind of observe it for a long period of time to see that. Is it suddenly changing brightness? Then it's an iridium flare or satellite. If not, go down to the next question. Is it standing still in the sky? It could be a UFO for this. If it's not, go down. Does it make a sound? If it does, it's an aircraft. If it doesn't, go down. Does it appear or disappear suddenly? Then it's a UFO most of the time. If not, move down. Does it change position suddenly, like jump up in the sky to a different position completely suddenly? Then it's a UFO. Does it zip up into space, like, you know, completely disappear all of a sudden? Then yeah, it's a UFO. Does it break cars or streetlights or any kind of things that require power if they're nearby? Then yeah, it's a UFO. Is it a cloudy night star-like object that can't be anything but a UFO in that case because you wouldn't see stars in that night? Yeah, it's a UFO. If not, it's not a UFO. And that's my checklist. Every time I see something weird, I mentally go through this to see if this thing fits those categories. And if it fails those tests, then it's a UFO, but only then. I'm very scientific about the way I do things. I also have, like, you know, directions here listed, like which direction is north from where I am. How to, you know, determine if something's a planet, star, satellite, or plane. If it's a planet, I have to use a program called Stellarium to figure that out. If it's a satellite, I got to use a website called Heavens Above to figure that out, unfortunately. If it's a plane, it will have flashing lights, usually multiple ones, a red and a white flashing light, and it'll be moving. If it's a helicopter, you'll hear the sound of the helicopter. If it's a star, it will have diagonal movement. And it won't be visible in a cloudy night that's cloudy enough not to see the moon. So those help me determine if something is, in fact, a UFO. Those are how to determine if something is something very mundane like a star or a planet. Very important. I, you know, check these things out more scientifically, more rigidly than just simply looking at them and saying UFO. That's a lot of people jump to conclusions. I don't want to do that. I'm also very skeptical in the whole idea of a UFO conspiracy. I don't know what these are. I'm just trying to find evidence of them. I don't want to jump to conclusions saying this is that, this is definitely something like this or whatever, or this is that, this is that, this is that. I don't want to say what it is. It's just it's there, and I've got film. I've got it on film. That's how far I will go. I won't try to say, oh, this is an alien spaceship. This is a secret aircraft. I won't theorize what it is. In certain videos, I will theorize what certain UFO cases might be, but not during an investigation. It's all about the evidence and nothing else. Okay, we're doing another investigation tonight. I'm looking forward to this. I haven't done one in a month, pretty much. Last one I did was late January. It's now late February. So I spent all this time off gaming, so I haven't that much time to do it. I wanted to take a long time off anyway, just for safety reasons. That's another story. I won't get into that, but I'm really looking forward to this. I haven't done one in a while, and I have seen some weird stuff lately, so I'm looking forward to getting this investigation done, you know? See if I see anything weird in the night sky. Okay, it's around 2:16 a.m. I know it's a bit late, normally do it around 1. The investigation has started. It's a pretty dark night out there, I don't see any stars. It's my last chance of doing anything in February, so I'm going to do it. There's nothing out there right now that I can see. see much. I'll keep you updated if I do see something. This is the first 10-minute update. Next one will be 10 minutes from now. I do see one star. It's east-northeast, about 45 to 50 degrees up at 2:20 a.m. I think it's just a star, but I don't know. Right now. Star like UFO, I don't know. That could just be a star. Looks a lot like one I saw last month. Yeah, I'm sure. That's what I'm going to give you for footage this time, I think. Next update here. It's 2:25 a.m. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It's a pretty cloudy night. Besides that star, I don't know what else is out there. I don't see a thing. So yeah. Huh? Must be one of those utility lights. There's a weird light out here. It's hard to see if it's there. I can't pick it up my... There it is. There. What's that? What's that? That's a UFO, people. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. This thing. It might not be UFO, I don't know. Hold on. I think I get pretty damn good footage of it though. Whatever it is gone now. Alright, this is the next update. It's 2:35 a.m. Besides that light I saw in the trees, there's nothing really unusual tonight. But that was definitely out of the ordinary, but I did get very good footage of it, which is nice. I don't see much out there now. Really. Sorry, my camera keeps on focusing. It's not my fault. It's just the way it is. Much up there, really. There's some more footage of that white light. It's hovering totally still. Could be completely mundane, I don't know. It's just weird. I don't know what it is. Bad news, the light I just filmed was just a light in someone's backyard, I think. I'm not sure about the first light I filmed though, the one that was behind the trees. That one seems to be moving. I'm not sure about that though, so either one could probably be the light in the backyard. I'm not sure at this point, but yep, it's one of those days. These things happen. Alright, it's the next update. It's around 2:45 a.m. I still don't notice much weird stuff happening tonight. I think I'm going to quit after this update because I don't want to continue it much later, but there's just not much out there tonight now. Seriously. Besides that light over there, which might be nothing. Honestly, not very good night, people, but I'll keep looking until 3 to see if I notice anything out of the ordinary. See ya. Okay, it's a 2:55 a.m. update. I don't notice anything out of the ordinary. Wait. I hope this is a utility light. I don't know. But yeah, I don't notice much out of the ordinary. Tonight's been kind of a dud night, but I did catch some stuff on camera. Whether it's weird, I'll have to look at the footage tomorrow to really find out. I'll say that though. They look very strange under the cameras. I'll say that. But yeah, it's kind of a bad night tonight for UFOs, I say. I hope next week is better. See ya. Well, I saw 3 lights tonight. The first 2 I think are weird. One in the trees. The first one in the trees is definitely weird because I spotted that while looking through the trees, and it was in a position I never see a light in normally, so I thought that's very weird. The one before it in the sky was also quite weird. Possibly a star-like UFO, maybe just a star. I'll have to check the stellarium tomorrow. The third one is probably just a light from the backyard of some house or something like that. I don't think it's anything out of the ordinary, honestly, but interesting night. I've got some footage at least. I'm glad to get something, you know. It's better than nothing. We'll see what the footage shows when I look at it tomorrow closer. See ya.